Welcome to Local Edition. I'm Bella Shaw. There's a Facebook page called You Know You're from Old School Arcadia. If you remember, Gary Kovacic is here. He's the council member from Arcadia. Good to see you.
Thank you, Bella.
Well, do you remember certain things or some things you forget?
There's a lot I've forgotten, but I've lived in Arcadia all my life, and so I remember a lot. And this Facebook page was incredible. I didn't realize there were 2,500 people out there discussing both old and new issues concerning our town, which kind of gives rise to the importance of social media.
Well, after this interview, you're going to triple that. So
I hope so.
I guess that, if you're a business and you don't have social media, you're not in the game. Mm-hmm. Well, now the city of Arcadia is in the game in a big way.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have to credit our police department for really taking the lead, but they've fully embraced, of course, a Facebook page, Twitter, Nixle, all kinds of ways to reach our community, because people aren't reading the newspapers anymore, and you have to be able to reach folks on the platforms they're using.
So let's talk about in terms of safety. Now, a number of colleges and universities have texts that go out when there's a lockdown in the school, for example. What are some of the ways we're using that?
Well, our school district does have a reverse 911 program that will contact everybody if there's concern. We have the same thing in the city. If there's a fire in the foothills, we're able to contact people. We're able to post things on Nixle as far as maybe a crime or something that people should be concerned about. And there are all different ways to reach people in the new media.
Even crime reporting, there's the anonymity involved. That people feel like they can report suspicious activity in their neighborhood because they won't know who necessarily gave them the lead.
Right, absolutely. There's the iTip program, which helps people maintain their anonymity, but also provide valuable information for our police.
This social media world, Gary, is continually evolving now. Are you up to speed? Do you have an iPad?
I have an iPad. I have a Twitter account. In fact, we are now getting all of our agenda items and staff reports through the internet, and we use our iPad at city council meetings, and we even have a program where we're highlighting on the iPad itself. So the days of a binder full of reams of paper are long gone in Arcadia.
So I wonder, it's too early to tell, but what will the future bring? You'll have ongoing community meetings with the community via Facebook or Twitter?
Yeah,
or
I think there's
Skype or...
I think there's positives and negatives. The Twitter has kind of, for me, become the default newspaper in the morning, which is good because I'm getting up-to-date information, but I'm only getting it in 140 characters. I'm not getting a detailed analysis. And so I think that sometimes we're sacrificing the analysis for the immediacy of the news.
And sometimes we're not getting both sides. Somebody can put out a blog, but they didn't get the other side of the story. So in other words, people are becoming citizen journalists.
Exactly, and we learned this in the Constitution team I coach at the high school, that people self-select the sources of information that they read.
But this has been a great thing for the city of Arcadia, and I really like that little Facebook page, You Know You're from Old School Arcadia, because you've got people like yourself that have lived here for many years.
I'm definitely old school.
And what's the biggest change for somebody who comes here and hasn't been home for a while?
Well, demographics, of course, is a big change, but also the amount of construction that we're doing in town, both residential and on the school campuses, are probably the biggest changes people recognize.
But it still has that kind of Old Town feel on Route 66.
I think it does. We have Route 66 going through our town. We have Santa Anita Park, the racetrack. We have lovely County Park. It's a great place to live.
Gary Kovacic, thank you so much, council member from Arcadia City Council. Thank you for
Bella.
joining us here on Local Edition, and we'll see you again right here. I'm Bella Shaw.